Welcome to my DR sidecar build. What is the mod of the day? We have the Pro Taper Evo handlebars, gold risers, and we have the 714 dual sport grips going on. What else is going to make it complete today? We have the Ned Cease double take adventure mirrors. Oh yeah, watch this. And let's not forget the Cycra Handguards, baby. Okay, go ahead and take the bar ends off. Channel locks. If you want to keep it from being marred, use a shop rag. I'm never going to use these again, so I don't need to, but I wanted to show you guys. Okay, the whole piece comes out. You're saving a lot of weight taking these guys off. Let's go ahead and loosen things up. This is an 8. Go ahead and take the mirror off. All right, removing the hand guards. Put a crescent on the back. This is a 10. That went flying. Okay. Let's get a flathead. Removing the washer from the other side. Okay. Needle nose. And off they go. OEM. Stock hand guards. Get that washer off. Phillips for the top. Put your bolt back in and don't lose it. I'm going to get aftermarket levers, but I don't have them yet. I'm not using these grips again, nor the bars, so I'm going to go ahead and cut them off with the utility knife. Those who need to save their grips and the bars, they use a special tool, grip removal tool. You slide it in there, then you put some lubrication in there, twist it around. Some people use an air compressor and that pulls it off easily. I don't have any of those, so I'm using a utility knife. Hold it with some needle nose. This is a new bike, so it's coming right off, you guys. See that? The glue hasn't even had long enough time to really set and get glued on there, so lucky for me. There you go. Okay, what we're gonna do, this is absolutely welded onto the throttle tube. I just ordered a new throttle tube from Pro Cycle, so we're just gonna take the whole thing off, the whole throttle tube. First, we're going to remove these 8s off the master brake cylinder. Slipping right off, you guys. Nope, it's just stripping. Undo the 2 Phillips heads behind at the throttle assembly and the starter switch. Okay, let's do that. Let's hit it with a hammer. That's on tight. The bottom one's easier. Can't get that top one out on the throttle assembly. So I have to mark each one. This one is longer than the throttle assembly one, so I'm going to mark them. Okay, I just loosened that. I'm going to leave the bolt in just loosely on the starter switch. Let's see if we can get this one. I don't want to strip it. It is stripping. Okay, push the rubber housing back. Okay, these are 8s. Everything is tight when it's new. It's slipping, you guys. Let's get a bloody hammer. Nice. That's working. Nice. Sweet. I stripped this hex bolt. Pablo's helping me get off. It's so tight. This OEM new bolt is so tight.
It's moving, it's working. It moved.
The latex glove is the trick, you guys. It's a nice hack. I just looked up. Cobra pliers is what this guy used. They're really amazing.
Okay, ready?
Nice. Sweet, you're doing it, Bob. That thing is trashed. It is trashed. It's so soft. It's out.
Woo.
Thank you, boobies. So these soft Japanese standard bolts. Top one got stripped. Bottom one, we used latex glove for the grip. Not needle nose. This is after it's been loosened. Okay guys, I'm shooting this on the day after because you guys need to hear this tip before you start this. These are soft Japanese bolts because it gets threaded into aluminum and they don't want to strip the aluminum. So if you're not using a JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard screwdriver, you're gonna strip the crap out of your stuff. This is for the front brake reservoir. And these bolts are 4 by 0.7 millimeter by 10 millimeters. Okay, remove the starter switch. Make note of this little notch that goes into the bar. We're going to be shaving that off. Go ahead and loosen these ties, take them off, they're removable. This one is strapped, so let's see what we're gonna do. A nice hack to remove a stripped bolt is a Dremel. But you have to be very careful here. In fact, I'm going to protect this side right here so it won't get dinged up. You're going to want to Dremel a slot in there so we can use a flathead, all right? Love it. Okay, I'm going to put a piece of cardboard right there. See if that'll protect it. Now I'm just going to put a Dremel a slot into it. Be very careful. I need protective eyewear. Hello? Okay, let's do that again. Okay, let's try that. I don't know if that's deep enough. Let's look. All right, there you go. Let's see if we can do that. Pull it off. Stubborn. Get some lubricant in there. Okay. I need some brute strength. Let's call in the brute strength.
Oh.
Brute strength.
Ready?
That's my ex-hubby Pablo.
I think I have enough brute.
We're using a latex glove for more grip.
This metal's made out of
It's
mashed
butter.
potatoes. Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why, because it's into aluminum, and they don't want to strip the soft aluminum.
No, I mean, it's just
Fried. Okay, so that I have to do that removal tool
that
kit.
tool, then you need the drill.
Then I need
for
the
that,
drill. Okay, no go on the other thing. The Dremel didn't work, so we're going to try the screw extractor kit, starting with the pilot hole first and then a bigger bit. On a normal drill, use a smaller bit first. Okay, now let's try and extract it. See if it's deep enough to pull out. Okay, now the extractor bit with channel locks going reverse. Okay, put eye protection on. Make sure this is on tight. Okay, let's try it again. Tap it in. Say please. Please come out. Need a fatter one. Okay, let's see if it's soft enough where I can just hammer this nice sharp flathead into it to get a groove for the fatter one to fit in. Let's make this one work, guys. This is my last resort. It's pretty soft. Okay, let's try. It feels tight in there, you guys. Oh my gosh. Feels tight in there. Let's use a latex. Oh my gosh! I did it! I swear! Perseverance! Perseverance wins! You guys, this is a big coup for me. This is a big coup for me. I'm getting my new bars on. Oh my gosh, I did this myself. You guys got to witness. Yeah, baby, look at the culprit. Bye-bye. And guess what? I didn't F up the threads. I might have to tap it a little bit just to make sure when we're putting this back on. Wow, okay. Moving on to the next stage of changing out these bars. Okay, here we go. All right, kids, now we go to the left side and loosen up, take the tie off. Remember, these are reusable. I'm gonna keep it with the cable. Guess what I found in the stock toolkit? Yes, a JIS screwdriver, Japanese industry standard. Use it, learn from my mistake. So we didn't do that on the right side. We're gonna do that on the left side, and we're gonna have a lot easier time. Let's do it. Okay, the left switches and the choke lever. Here we go. Loosen them up. How about some WD? WD. I did it! I did it! Oh, babies! If I can do it, anybody can do it! So proud of myself. Okay. All right. There we go. Look at all the switch circuitry. And that's the choke lever. I'm going to show you the pins. Okay? These are the pins that we're going to shave off with a file right here. Okay, they lock in with the bar hole. See that? See that hole there? Okay, we don't have that in the new bars, so we don't need that pin getting in the way that we're gonna shave off. Okay, label your bolts. Left bar switch housing. Nice. Bar risers, these are 12s. Get a little lubrication in there. Harry, what's going on?
I was looking.
I got that bolt out. I'm so excited. It was stripped.
Oh, those are the worst.
Got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all that counts.
It's all that counts. I did it. Okay. Let's give them a little extra. Yeah, baby. We got it. Nice. I swear WD-40 is the answer when they're really OEM tight, super tight. Okay, go ahead and slide the housing off. Okay. Let's kind of put it back together so it doesn't fall apart. Tuck it up here. Now the mirror. I'm putting on new mirrors and new levers. Nice. Then you can slide the throttle tube off. Ta-da! Bye-bye. All right, angels, it's been about a month since I've worked on the bike. It's gotten a little colder out here. It's Halloween today, boo. And we have a little bit of fall in the air. I'm excited to get going on this bike build. We are continuing with the handlebar conversion. Plugging in the Pro Taper Evo bar. They introduced the Pro Taper handlebars back in '91. Amazing technology. So they're adding the strength in the fat bar in the mount where it's needed. And then vibration is free on the end in the hands. We're gonna pull off the cap, the end caps of the handlebars. We're gonna put in Pro Dual Sport Grips 714s. And we're gonna pop holes in the end of them, putting in a new throttle tube, quick release throttle tube. And that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna plug in the Pro Taper's universal mount clamps for the bars. Let's get to it. Okay, placement of the mounts to give you more space. I need more space on the bar outwards. So go ahead and use the Allen key to snug it up. All right, you guys, check this out. They're tightened in. Look at how loose this adapter is for the fat bars. Pro Taper universal mount, we have an issue. Let's troubleshoot. Okay, angels, this is the deal. Found out that these bolts are too long for the DR from the Pro Taper universal mount clamp. So we're gonna cut off 5 threads of the bolt using a Dremel. Join me. Don't forget to use safety glasses. I taped off the markings so I know where to cut it. Okay. Not tight enough. Let's see if this works. Support the bolt so it doesn't slip. Let's see if my hack job works. We went through the entire, check it out. Had to get a beefier tool, the Dremel. Didn't work. My neighbor Dan came in, awesome, and lent me his, whatever this is, grinder with a metal piece here. Okay, let's do it. I love this thing. I gotta get me one. Remember, these get hot, so you can't touch them with your fingers right away. How do I know that? I learned it the hard way. That's a beauty. All right, yesterday we lopped off the ends of these bolts for the universal mount for the bars, and I'm gonna file down the sharp edges at the end, all right? So it threads in nicely. And then we'll put them in. Crossing the fingers. Oh, baby, yeah. Look at how snug that is. We did it. Let's put them all in. Let's go ahead and pop the bar ends off because I'm gonna put some Cycra Handguards on. Pop right off, baby. Just look how these angels measure for you, so you always know which position you like it in. They think of everything. Okay, now we're gonna slip one side of the housing on. You put on the mirror and the lever. Got new mirrors and new levers. Yeah. This OEM mirror and lever mount is solid. Oh, I can crack it open a little bit. That's the ticket. Watch. Have to do it at the same time. Hey, I need another 4 hands. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Yeah! Check it out. That's right. That's a tight fit too. You know, this is the deal. When you work on anything, not just a bike, it takes patience. These are tests. Life tests.
Still shooting your video.
Tim, I'm still shooting away here.
I give you tenacity.
That's for sure. And I need 4 hands, but I can do it with 2. There we go. Tim, we're getting there.
Good.
There's my buddy Tim, guys. He goes on walks every day. Okay, let's clamp down this side loosely so I have something to push against. Okay, nice. Let's take the mirror off because I'm replacing them. Okay, pop the cap off. Expose the bolt. Okay, I'm gonna lock this in place a little bit. Look at that. Nice. The housing hole is smaller than the bar, so we'll see. I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit. See the nub in there? We have to trim that off and file it down because there's no hole in the bar like the OEM bar. The Dremel. It's down enough, has just enough of a nub to grip the new bar. They don't call it a fat bar for nothing. We gotta make it all the way to the other side of the grip. Okay, I'm just using the housing to push back the switch inside. Just use a bigger hammer, Nick. Bigger hammer.
Life's problem.
Bigger hammer.
Bigger hammer. Takes care of everything.
Slowly but surely. Had to add some music. Need to. We did it! Woo! Look at how easy that slides now. Oh, yes. We did it! Yes! patience and a bigger hammer solves all problems. No, actually, you can't really be a bull in a china shop all the time. You need some finesse too. Remember that. Let's even them out now. There we go. All right, this is the deal. You can't get the grips off on the throttle without changing out the throttle tube. So I ordered a new throttle tube, which is much better than OEM. It's a Zeta from Pro Cycle. They are the bomb for the DR outfitters, okay? Beautiful aluminum engineering. And you have to look at your grips. I went for the fabulous Pro Grip 714 Dual Sports. Beautifully designed, Italian design here. One hole is bigger than the other. That's the for the throttle grip, to go over the throttle tube. I have to pop off the ends. You'll notice that the grips are longer than the tube, so we're going to trim it down. I need to pop a hole anyway to put my Cycra handguards on. All right, so we're going to cut off the end of both sides. We are going to want to remove the old OEM throttle tube. Push the housing back. There we go. Let's take a photo. Photos help. All right, we have the shorter cable here, and the longer one wraps around. Gonna want to remove the pins. They just pop right out. You guys seeing that? Okay. And let's just plug that in. Go, baby. Now let's slide the housing back on. That'll keep it together until I get the bolts in. Sweet. Okay, we have another nub to drill down here. Okay, put on a new sanding bit. We are going to sand off the nub. Might leave a little bit on for, yeah, don't touch that. That stuff gets hot. That looks good in the neighborhood. Okay. Just leave a little smidgen to hold it in place. Have I told you how much I love power tools? They make the job so much easier. Okay, let's move it over. Not enough room for the throttle. Put the starter housing back together. Okay, loosely till we see where the throttle connects. Okay, I slid the bar all the way over so I could get the throttle tube on it. Oh, that's beautiful. This is a quick release. Oh, baby, that's beautiful action. Yes. Okay, we're gonna lock that on. Remember when I stripped the crap out of the other bolt? So I had to replace it. I got stainless steel button hex. Okay, let's go ahead and slide the bars back over. We're not going to tighten everything up until we get the grips on. Okay, gonna cut off the end of the throttle grip. Okay, it's right about there to match the throttle tube. Some guys actually cut part of the old tube to make it as long as the grip because they don't want to cut the grip because they have big hands. I don't need to worry about that. So I'm just gonna cut the length of the throttle tube. It's working. Wow, that's pretty thick. That's nice and thick, you guys. I don't know how old this blade is. It's nice to get new blades on there. Let me clean that up. All right, I'm gonna show you guys a fabulous hack on how to get your grips on without grip adhesive, grip glue, hairspray. Because sometimes the hairspray or the adhesive, it eats away at some of the grips. Some of them do fine with it. What's the hack? Handy little zip ties. They're the rails. Check it out. Okay, take 4 zip ties. Pull them out evenly. These are your rails to get your grip on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Don't twist it too much because then you might get, if you have shorter zip ties, they might get wedged in there. There we go, baby. Then you just pull out the zip ties. There it comes. There. Nice job. Now the other one. 4. Nice. All right, now climb on the bike and make sure the bars are where you want them to be. I haven't tightened this stuff up. I'm gonna change the levers out right now, but I wanna make sure the bar is exactly posturing where I want it. Feels pretty good right here. And then we're going to thread lock everything down, sit it down. This mod today is the Warp 9 Shorty brake lever. Very excited about this. 3 fingers. It's about a 1/2 inch shorter than the regular. You don't have to cut off the end to fit your handguards on. So let's do this. Another beautiful feature of this mod, it's adjustable according to your hand size. So let's get to it. Mwah! All right, it's a little too high for me as I'm sitting on the seat, so I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Oh yeah, perfect. Tighten it into place. Ergonomics are very important on a bike, especially if you spend a long day in the saddle, baby. You know what I'm talking about. You want things to be as comfortable as possible. Perfect. What we're gonna work on today is a very exciting mod for me. That is the Magura hydraulic clutch. It's gonna be like butter, baby. That's what we need. I used to have a DRZ and I found out the DR's clutch pull was a little bit tougher. It took a little bit more strength to pull in the clutch lever. I already installed the FX CNC Shorty clutch lever. Also I installed that first before doing the Shorty brake lever. And the Shorty brake lever didn't fit, and it said it did online. So actually for the best, because their quality isn't as great a build as what I've already put on now, the Warp 9 3-finger shorty brake lever, and what we're gonna install today, and that is the Magura hydraulic clutch. The one thing about the hydraulic clutch, you don't have the same clutch point, that you can't feel the clutch engagement as easily, but the more in tune you get with the hydraulic system, and you can kind of feel it with your body rather than your hand. So get in tune with the bike, and then it won't be a problem. So I'm very excited about this. Let's do it! All right, angels, we're gonna continue with the bar conversion. It's been a little while since we've worked on that. We had the 714 Pro grips. These are the dual sport. Really nice feel on the grips. Love them. Now for the Cycra Handguards, we have some installation instructions. So let's get to it. Okay, go ahead and screw in the plastic bumpers. Comes with Phillips fasteners. Let's put them in the vise, baby. I want to show you what we're dealing with here. Okay, there's space at the end for the handguard itself to squeeze in there. Okay, put in the handguards. Okay, I'm not going to re-tap that. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little extra washer so it's nice and tight. That's better, baby. Much better. That's a little loose. A little extra washer. Much better, guys. Sweet. Always a solution. So we have a long lever on the Magura because I needed the extra leverage because the DR clutch pull is a little harder than my DRZ was. So I didn't go shorty on that. Okay, so I have fatty bars. This is for 1 1/8. So let's put that on. Let's move the clutch perch out of the way temporarily. I am hoping that the ball end of the clutch lever clears this, okay? Okay, go ahead and take the U-bolt fasteners out. Okay. Let's see where this is gonna go. Tighten it about there. Don't tighten all the way because there's lots of adjusting to do. Just a little snug so it stays in place. Okay, we're gonna put the bar ends. So there's the receiver right there. This goes on the other side of the clamp. All right, angels, we're into the next day of the bar conversion and the Cycra Handguard install. Okay, this is the deal. You get 2 bar ends. One is the narrower one, which works for my handlebars. And one is a wider one that I won't be using, but it's nice that they include both. So let's do it. I think the long Magura clutch lever is going to be able to clear it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take the bolt out of the U-clamp. Okay. So you see these slots here in the bar end. That's how it expands when inside. Okay. We're going to loosely put these on and see where we want to adjust them. Okay, right there it's hitting. So the ball on the clutch lever hits. Okay, I like it. Check it out. Let me show you what I did. Okay, I left a little bit of space at the bar end. So my clutch lever ball will clear. That's about 2 millimeters of clearance. It's pretty slim, and you know what? You just need to carry tools if you take a fall and this gets crimped in there. So I lifted from the front, let me show you. I lifted the guard up so this will clear. That looks good to me. Okay, I'm gonna tighten everything down now. I'm gonna pull my grip out to the end. Looking good in the neighborhood, baby. Love it. Okay, look, we cleared the clutch perch. The U-clamp goes underneath the clutch perch, and there's room for it. It's actually protecting it. The front brake line clears it. It's not pressing against it. So we're good, angels. We are good. Let's tighten everything down and do the other side. Okay, we need to lift this up. Has to go on top of the brake line bolt here. Very interesting. Okay, oh nice. Let's see if everything's clear on the front end. All right, this is the deal. Let me show you what's up. Because of the sleeve for the brake line is in the way, you can't crank down the bolt all the way. All right, angels, this is the latest for my Cycra Handguard build the next day. So, to clear the sleeve of the master brake line, right? We have a gap in the fastener. You need to have force pressing up against that or else the bolt will back out. So I looked for spacers at the hardware store. They only had bushings. So, and it's in between the size, the gap is in between the size of 2. So I'm gonna only be able to use one, a bunch of washers and a lock washer to make sure it pushes against it so it doesn't back out. All right, come on. The bushing was too narrow. So I went back to the hardware store and got just a nut. Okay, we're on, and I'm loving it. A lot of good resistance on that. A nut and a lock washer. We should be good to go, and lots of thread locker. Yeah, baby. This is my Warp 9 Shorty brake lever that I love so much. And here's the Magura Clutch lever. We're gonna be pulling this over a little bit to put the mirror, the new mirror mount I just got, right in here. And we're gonna have more space to clear the guard, okay? All right, angels, that's it for the Cycra Pro Bend handguard install. We have one more piece of the equation for the bar conversion, and tomorrow we're gonna do the mirrors. Then we'll be done with the bar conversion. I really love these Cycra Pro Bend handguards. I used them on my DRZ. I'm continuing to use them on my DR. They gave me so much protection on my DRZ. I did a lot of research before picking these ones out. I always have to put the top quality products on my bike, and I'm loving these things. Okay, next one are the mirrors. Follow along. We're finishing up the bar conversion today with my buddy Ned Cease's double take adventure mirrors. These are amazing. I had his other dual sport ones that are round. This gives you more visibility when you're in the cities looking for cars, coming off the off ramps. Just picked up the Bike Master new mirror mount that pushes the mirrors off the bar. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what we need. Okay, this is the 7/8. With the Pro Taper, we have the fatty 1 1/8 here at the base, and that's why it's called a taper. It tapers off to 7/8. This is the 7/8 mirror mount from Bike Master. These guys get a lot of vibrating. Squish! The This is a ram mount system that Ned has for the double take mirrors. Brilliant. Loosen it up. Put it on the ball mount. Tighten it up. Okay, other side. Better to see you with, my dear. Okay, let's make sure they're dialed in the way we want them. That looks good. And that looks good. For the on-ramp cops. Perfect! Okay, guys, that is it for the bar conversion. It's taken a little while to do it, but it's been so worthwhile. Come check out what we did. I must be a pro now because we have the Cycra Pro Bend Handguards. We have the Pro Grip 714 dual sport grips. We have the Magura hydraulic clutch, like butter, baby. We have the Warp 9 shorty brake lever. We have the 1-inch Pro Taper risers and the Pro Taper Evo fatty 1 1/8 Pro Taper ends bar. Gorgeous. All right, babies, stay tuned for the next mod. We're gonna add some dirt racks and panniers, and then we're done for the first stage. Let's go for a ride.